Hi, love. Welcome in. It's Billy Lightwalker. Thanks for joining me. I'm curious, do you think that we're really ready for quantum conversation? And how have we been preparing ourselves? Recently, these past few months, actually, in my conversations with other women, it's been brought to my attention of there's been this overstimulation of trying to reach out into the mystery, trying to connect with source, trying to connect with other guardians, beings, extraterrestrial contact, trying to make sacred contact outside of ourselves and through our psychic senses of overstimulating the mind. And it is through these conversations, it seemed very much, and I'm seeing in the collective as well, this repetitive pattern, habit of connecting through the mind to try and to escape some discomfort of everything that's been pulling in these currents, these magnetics, these forces, these solar plasma waves that are moving towards us constantly. And I feel that, or I kind of sense that because that is happening and accumulating in their field, and instead of connecting those forces and speaking and grounding and anchoring into the body, that these cosmic forces, we're connecting them through these patterns and habits to move outside, trying to escape the body, trying to escape the physical reality. So the biggest truth is that we incarnated here for our souls to light up this grid, this physical reality. This physical body has its own grid, its own cellular matrix, its own solar matrix with the divine. So, Mother Source doesn't need us to go trying to escape and leave this beautiful gift of incarnation to go figure out her mystery. We will never even fully figure out that mystery because she is exploring her own creation, her own divinity through us, through this multi-dimensional, multi-universal, extraterrestrial experience. However, Mother Source, the divine matrix of light, Prime Creator, infused us with her sacred flame, her divine light, so that we can be here and be conduits of the mystery, that we can allow the mystery to speak through this physical creation. And through these conversations with these women, through every one of them, it came back to that there was confusion and a feeling of feeling lost and separate from God, separate from Source, lost from connection to how to get back into this reality, how to merge and create in this reality. And every single conversation, I was called to remind them of their divine quality of speaking the sacred sound, of it's our birthright, our cosmic inheritance to speak the forces of the divine through divine decrees, through simple statements of directing the energy. Being here as bridges, it's not going to be the same for any of us. We may feel similar qualities moving through other people, but most certainly you have a unique frequency that you're bringing into form. And through however you share that, however the calling, whatever you do in your daily life, whether you're tending land or you're sharing with others in large groups. That is the mystery working through you. And so it is become, especially through women, and this is why I practice this here as well, to stay in the humility of this divine natural force that I am, to speak the language, the sounds, the tones, the frequencies, the language of light. Thank you. To practice this beautiful gift. And so everyone, each of us needs to be reminded that it begins with our sovereign birthright senses. And one of those is directing the currents of energy through our voice. And a lot of us feel it's called to tone or sing. However, we're here to reclaim and proclaim for divine, the divine source, Mother, Father, God, Prime Creator, whatever you want to call it. So when we do that, when we are speaking these, beginning, even the divine decrees beginning with the I am statements, I am a direct channel, I am a pure source intelligence, I am a fire source frequency for Mother Source, I am Mother Source, I am a true channel of light, I am anchoring this divine flame for the betterment of all creation. And so once you open your heart and you begin speaking these things, it's almost like your soul knows exactly what to say. So, and this becomes a really important practice. Speaking to ourselves, speaking to our body, it helps us get back into this creation. It assists us to light up the field and begin remembering this multidimensional, this cosmic physical vessel that, yes, has infinite access, because we have the infinite intelligence within us moving through us. We have infinite access to, yes, communicating with divine aspects of ourselves, communicating with galactic councils of light, communicating with the unseen guardians of this land, communicating with all kinds of formless intelligence that is desiring sacred contact, not to be seen, but to support our mission here, to support this collective, harmonic, joyful, sovereign revelation with the divine source. And so there are very simple and very beautiful techniques that I step back into when I need to be reminded of anchoring in this field, and that's what I'm here for. That I'm not here to continually think of ways to try and escape, because as souls, we are that light intelligence, and when we leave these vessels, we will return to that. And so all of that is known already. We know how to be in that field. What we're practicing and remembering, and what our purpose is to play in this field. And so one of the other things that I enjoy doing is magnetizing my water, holding my water in my hand, speaking to it. We've spoken a little bit about the plasma intelligence and as a conscious field that we can relate to. These things aren't just for us to observe and watch other people practice and want to experience something because of how someone else practiced or had their experience or the journey that they had. It's really important that we practice these things for ourselves so that we can begin preparing for quantum conversation. So we need to feel what it's like when our body lights up, when our cells react, when we speak to them out loud, when we speak to activating our master DNA, when we speak to our water and drink it and asking that water to purify our bodies and our hearts and or whatever is going on at that time. Um, the water is a master magnifier of this Christed intelligence we carry within, and will only listen to our heart's desires, and will light up our fields, will light up our cells, light up our DNA. And what this assists us in doing is coming back into self-trust with, oh, I've explored that, I've experimented, and instead of trying to escape, I brought those forces to move through me as a conscious Christed creator. And beautiful things happen when you connect these simple practices. Excuse my interruption. So it is the divine consent that we are participating with. So when we are bridging these forces, these unique senses and techniques, they're going to move through us in all kinds of different ways. And so once we are practicing with these fields of sacred contact, when we're ready to begin conversations of receiving cosmic beings of all varieties, and that we won't over sensationalize that contact, because these beings carry a different vibrational field. And so if we are resourcing through our own vibrational field and integrating our soul's intelligence and embodying this this wholeness, we're not seeking the mystery and putting these other beings on a platform, because that's not the point. If beings are desiring to make contact with us, it's because there's an exchange going on. So for you, for us, for me to be practicing this with the earth field, with this mundane realm, bringing these multidimensional forces into the mundane, practicing that, it prepares us for this awakening, for these greater spaces that are ready to come and meet us. And so you know, there's extraordinary fields of energy that we are just beginning to connect with. But if we are only sensing it through the mind, we're just creating another movie. And what the purpose of us bringing all the joy to all of this beauty, and when the unseen parts of ourselves and the unseen parts of our cosmic family begin to become seen, that we have built those levels of trust and communication and self-union and sacred contact within, and prepared our physical vessel to be able to respond appropriately and stay connected, and the self-questioning dissipates, and we can bring more joy just to our simple everyday life experience here. So I welcome you to practice preparing your body and your mind, asking the mind to be a witness, right? And participate in magnetizing the water and drinking the water, speaking to yourselves, practicing whatever tones desire to come through, and just creating a vessel of harmony that illuminates the psychic senses, and so it's not so strange, and we can find comfort in magnetizing our own bodies as the vessel and the bridge and the conduit for merging these forces as we prepare ourselves for more quantum conversation. I love it. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you again.